How would you like to move to the US, start a business, get entrepreneur visa, scale the business, and live your American dream? How about making America great again? See, most immigrants, however, live in shadows and in fears. The harsh truth for most is that they are struggling and living in survival mode. On the other hand, you have people who are super successful, and the truth is actually that America was built by immigrants just like you. Very successful and driven entrepreneurs. Did you know that 50% of 500 Fortune companies were founded by immigrants? In fact, 18.4% of Fortune 500 were founded directly by immigrants who came to this country and started from the scratch. 24.8% were founded by the children of immigrants. So this number is pretty high, and it's clear that this country was founded by immigrants and is certainly run by immigrants. My name is Marieta Osanek. I am immigrant from Slovakia, investor, business immigration lawyer, and entrepreneur. I help foreign entrepreneurs like you move to the US to start 6- and 7-figure businesses and live the American dream. See, my story actually started back in 2007 when I moved from Slovakia and I started my new life in Chicago. I had $700 in my pocket, and back then I had no idea how to make it happen. Now, long story short, a couple of years later, I graduated Northwestern University School of Law and then relocated to New York, took a bar exam, became a licensed lawyer, and I founded Immigration Biz to help entrepreneurs like you. See, my company started because I needed to help myself, and I needed to find a way how I can stay here in the US legally. Later on, I was published in major media like Forbes and Playboy and other major media outlets as a recognized expert in this field. And what I want to share with you today is actually things that might a little bit surprise you, because most immigrants don't think this way. And so definitely I will share the biggest mistake that most immigrant entrepreneurs actually think about the immigration law and the system. I'm also going to share with you how you can live in the US without a green card. And I'm going to talk about the proven system that can get you visa with investment of $50,000. These are some of my clients who actually came here and started from the scratch, and now they're running successful companies. So if you are an entrepreneur who is looking to find the best way to immigrate to the US and you want to start a 6- or 7-figure business and you want to live your American dream, then you are definitely in the right place and you're going to love what I'm about to share with you. So basically there are 3 categories of people I work with, and the first category are startups. These are the people who are selling products, software or physical products, aka startups. So if you are a startup or tech startup, whatever startup, you are definitely eligible for this type of visa. Number 2, consultants and coaches. So these are the people who are selling one-on-one services, coaching services, or group coaching, or even live events, or higher and trainings and seminars, aka coaches. And third, I work with service-based businesses. These are the businesses that are selling done for you services or done with you services, like marketing agencies, real estate, financial advisors, etc. So look at this guy. This was one of my previous clients. His name is Ondrej Barťák, and he came to this country from Czech Republic. Back then, he barely spoke any English, and look at him now. Now he's successfully running his company. He is fluent in English, and he's making over 80,000 USD per month. He's definitely living his American dream. This is another client of mine who actually talked to me after she spoke with another 9 attorneys, immigration attorneys, who told her that this cannot be done in her business. And obviously we made it happen, and we created the business around the E2 visa application. And today she is successfully running her business. She is living in sunny Los Angeles, empowering female entrepreneurs via her coaching, speaking, and training programs. Soon she's going to bring more team members to the US, so at the moment we are working on that part. This is another case study. This is a case study of company that came to me after they got denial with working with another attorney, and this was a denial of their L1 visa, and so we apply for E2, and we structure the application based on E2, and then after the successful approval we actually apply for additional 2 E2 visas, so another founder received E2, and also they got E2 for their essential employee. These guys sold the company, and now they are definitely living their American dream. So the system works. It works because it's a proven system. The success rate of getting these visas is 99% if you file everything properly. And obviously part of it is not just the visa, it's a process, it's a system. And it works with any business as long as you are actively involved. And it can even be online business, like I already mentioned. And it works with any budget. So if you are investing less than $500,000, don't freak out. It's completely fine. In fact, I had clients who invested less than $100,000 and they got approval. Now, in the immigration world, people fall into one of 3 categories. Number 1, DS kissers. Now, forget the language, but this is precisely what is going on. People who go to school in the US, or they don't, and they apply for H-1B visa. These are the people who are looking for savior. These people are looking for savior because they don't trust themselves. And I was one of them. I wasted so much time looking for H-1B visa sponsor, and when I found one, he just right after we filed, he disappeared, so I was not able to submit additional evidence. And then it hit me that I actually don't want to work for anybody because I had it in me. It was my motivation, my dream, my desire. And so these people actually think that by finding the US employer, they can jump for a green card quickly, but that is not necessarily true. Number 2, illegal people. These are illegal immigrants, aliens who either came to the US illegally, and they are called dreamers. And some of them, these days, they are pretty afraid because they don't want to face the deportation. They have lives here. Or these are the people who actually came to the US legally, but they overstayed their status, and they became illegal. So these people are living hell, literally. These people are living in shadows like rats. And this is definitely not the American dream. And number 3, these are the game changers. So these are the people who made it, right? These are the people who became part of the Fortune 500 club. Now, after talking to many of these people and being in industry for years, I realized that the game changers have in fact 2 things in common. Number 1, they absolutely believe in themselves. They know they can do it, and they go for it. And number 2, they have brilliant idea. So they execute the idea and they make shit happen. The truth is that if you have both of these things, your American dream will be predictable. The best way I can actually describe this to you is the story of the founder of PayPal and SpaceX. So you already know this guy, right? So he's immigrant, he came to the US, I believe in 80s or 90s, and he started this company. Then he sold the company, but he didn't stop there. He didn't stop, and he carried on. And I also heard a story that he was actually looking for a job, and unfortunately or fortunately for all of us, he couldn't get it. And so he couldn't be employed, and so he started his own thing. So was this a failure? Absolutely not. It was the greatest blessing in disguise. That actually motivated him to start his own business, and he didn't stop there. I believe he's not even stopping here. So he is revolutionizing and changing the world. So being an immigrant, requires, if you want to be successful, obviously, strong positive mindset and hard work. And this hard work must be coupled with brutal persistence. So you got to have strong mindset and you got to be persistent. When you do the work combined with persistent and you believe in yourself, your American dream is predictable. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and let this next point really sink in. Because it's exact opposite of what everybody else out there is feeding you. All the media, news, all of it. And here it goes. If you don't start your own business and build your dream, somebody else will hire you to help him to build his dream. So you end up building someone else's dream. And this is the truth. Now, most immigrants are looking for a savior, right? Because they come to this country, it's a new country, they want to have the safety, they want to be in comfort zone. They are looking for a sponsor, someone who's going to employ them, someone who's going to pay them money. So they are living in comfort zone. On the other hand, you have these game changers who take a risk that is significantly higher than these H-1B visa holders. And therefore you can compare the numbers, right? The H-1B visa applicants, over 200,000 per year. E-2 visa investors, only 60,000, if any. And why is that? Why? Because the risk is the factor. Now, in reality, all what they are doing is taking the hard way. And how do I know? Because I took that way. And they are wasting their precious time and energy, hoping to kiss someone else's ass. But the truth is that it's going to get them nowhere. Well, maybe some of them, don't get me wrong, maybe some of them will be successful, and maybe it works for some of them. But there is a lot of abuse going on with these type of employments, and I'm sure that you already heard. Now, remember what I told you about the game changers? These people have two things in them. They have the idea, and they have the trust in themselves, and they go after it. So the two things that you need, absolutely you need to succeed, are highly positive mindset and brutal perseverance. You have to persevere even if you don't feel like it. And then you also need to invest. However, you don't need to invest 500,000. You don't need to invest 500,000. You don't need to hire 10 people. All you need to do is to invest substantial amount of capital, and you're good to go. Because it comes down to this. You're either going to live your dream or you're going to live a dream of somebody else. And what you believe is true is true. Because all you have to do is to do the hard work. And that is how you're going to see the results. Now, let's get down to business. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can get E-2 visa starting today. As I already mentioned, you need to be from a treaty country. So there is a list of treaty countries that can actually apply for E-2 investor visa. And if you are on the list, you're good to go. If you are not on the list, you're still good to go, but you need to apply for L visa. Number two, you need to invest. You need to invest substantial amount of capital. And this is usually anywhere from 50,000 to 500,000, and it really depends on the business. It depends on your particular business. Feeling like it's a high risk? Let me ask you this. Is it safe for you to stay where you are? What about the opportunity cost there? What if you're making $2,000 per month, if any, but what if I tell you that you can make $20,000 per month in US? Let's count the opportunity cost right there. So you're going to quickly realize that the risk itself is actually staying where you are. And what is very important, if you want to start now, is to get clear on your why. What is the underlying why? Because many people who are not successful don't know their why, because it will not be easy. There definitely you're going to encounter challenges. And so to know your why, it's going to help you to get over them. So get clear on your why you want to move to the US. You see now, taking a risk is actually not to do anything about your current life. Staying where you are is the highest risk you can actually take. Because if you want to change your life, you have to do something about it right now. The game changers, as I told you, these people invested. These people had strong positive mindset. They took a risk and they made a leap. And now they are building their American dream. So again, the two key requirements: you have to be from a treaty country and you have to invest substantial amount of capital. Your business should be active, not marginal. That means you should generate more than minimum living expenses for yourself and your family. You should be actively involved with the business. So even if you invest into real estate, make sure it's an active business. Let's say you turn that company into flipping properties. Number 2, you gotta have legal source of money. This is very important. And if you have that, you're good to go. And as we already mentioned, you have to be coming from a treaty country. And when you put everything together, this is what's gonna happen. America will open the door for you, and they will even roll the red carpet, because America wants people like you. See, if you are not the prototype that America wants, all you gotta do is to make yourself to be that person. So you gotta work hard and find a way. And when you work hard and you find a way, you will make it happen. So it really depends on you. How bad do you really want it? Because it's logical that if you're gonna add the value and you're gonna produce some profit, obviously you're gonna scale the business, America's gonna love you. They're gonna welcome you by all means. So there is no need to fear. There is no need to be afraid that you will not get your visa. Absolutely not. That moment you're gonna actually crack the code and you are all in. And the best part, you will change the world. You will change the world and you're gonna live your American dream. And by living your American dream, you're gonna influence other people, they're gonna live their dream, and then we all gonna change the world together. So this is what I call cracking the code, the immigration code. It starts with an idea, then there is a mindset, execution, then there is a system in place, and you end up living the American dream. You go from idea to transformational business. See, these guys, Garage.com, they came to me about a year ago. We met in Philippines and they just had an idea. It was just an idea. Now, they are already changing the world. They are living in OC, California, working on their cool startup, and soon about to raise $1 million. These guys are definitely living the American dream. This is another client of mine. They were running successful business back home, but they decided to expand. And now they are running successful business, car repair services in the US, and they are living their dream. And now you understand that it actually works. It works. If you put in the work, if you have the idea, and if you believe in yourself, it works. Now, you can take it through the hard way, obviously. You can try to decode, crack the code, but keep in mind that this lock actually has like 10,000 different combinations. Or you can just simply open the lock and you can start working towards your American dream today. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna define the best strategy for your business. We're gonna incorporate, we're gonna start a business, we launch the business, we get you a visa, and then we're gonna scale, and then you're gonna live your dream. So at this point, I'm looking for my next dream client. And I wanna emphasize that I work with dream clients. And now these are not the dreamers who are just dreaming. These are the ideal clients. These are the type of clients I work with. People who want to make a difference in the world and they have a big heart to make the difference. People who want to make 6 or 7 figures and those who are willing to do whatever it takes. And so, who is this not for? And I want to make sure that you understand, because it's so important to be on the same page. Because if you are on the same page, there is this synergy that is going on between us, and we can together create positive results. And I can guarantee the success for you. So, this is not for someone who just wants to keep dreaming. You know, if you are a dreamer and you just want to keep dreaming, great, but then I cannot help you. Number 2, people who make excuses, they complain, and they are fearful. Obviously, this is not for everyone, okay? So you have to get rid of your excuses and your complaints if you want to make this happen. Number 3, people who are stuck in information gathering mode and are not prepared to take action and get results. Very important. You know, there are people who prefer to gather information and they want to learn and learn and learn and learn. It's almost like getting another master degree. For those people, I created the entire channel, youtube.com/immigrationbiz. I have over 300 free videos. So if you're one of those people, dig in. Number 4, people that are not serious and not committed. And what I mean by that, you have to be 100% committed to make this work. So if you are 95%, it's not gonna work. And lastly, people who don't have access to at least $50,000, anywhere from $50 to $250 or $300,000. And as we already discussed, this money has to be from a legal source. So, why do I look for the dream clients? Because the better fit, the better results. It's almost like, kind of like dating, you know, you go on date and you meet this person, but you don't like the person. It's gonna be terrible relationship, right? But what if you go on date, you really like this person, and you guys just clicked? Then it's gonna be perfect relationship, and that perfect relationship is gonna create perfect results in the future. The same goes for my dream clients. I'm looking for win-win. The reason I'm looking for win-win is to help you to reach your dreams, so we can help this world, we can make a change, and we can go bigger. So it's definitely win-win situation. So if you are one of those perfect clients, what I can offer you is actually this personal, custom, tailored, one-on-one strategy session with me. You're going to talk to me only, and we're gonna figure out what I can do for you and how to make things happen for you. Now, time is a factor. And this window of opportunity will probably not stay open for long, because these are actually free calls. So if you are interested, definitely click below, hit the button, apply now to see if you qualify, make sure to fill out the survey, and I will review the survey and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and we're gonna schedule the call. So let's do that now, and I'll talk to you soon.